Call this meeting to order. Notice of this meeting has been duly advertised in compliance with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Law. Please be advised the meeting is being audio recorded for possible way of playback. Everyone please rise for the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilman DiDomenico.
Here.
Councilwoman Hess. Here. Councilman Lankowski.
Here.
Councilwoman Patton.
Here.
Councilwoman Sin. Here. President Randolph Sharp.
Here.
Mayor.
Here. Approval of minutes of council meeting and executive session for October 12, 2022. Entertained motion, please. Joe.
Joe,
What's that?
make the motion for the minutes. I wasn't here.
I make the motion.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman DiDomenico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Lankowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sin.
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp.
Abstain.
Entertained motion for payment of bills that have been duly ordered by the treasurer.
Make a motion to pay the bills have been properly audited and signed.
And a second, please.
Second.
Questions? Roll call.
Councilman DiDomenico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Lankowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sin.
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
The following reports have been filed and are available in their respective offices for review and will be included in the minutes. The tax collector's report, the sewer report, and the treasurer's report. Resolution 2022-196 authorizes acceptance of police contract. Entertained motion, please.
Make a motion for resolution 2022 196, authorizing the acceptance of police contract.
And a second, please.
Second.
Questions on the motion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Councilman DiDomenico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Lankowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sin.
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Next, first reading ordinance 2022-14 senior citizen building. Entertained motion, please. By title only.
By title only, right. Okay. So what the motion?
Yes, please.
Okay. I make a motion on first reading of ordinance 22-14, senior citizens building by title only be adopted as read on first reading, published according to law, posted in the Borough Hall, with our second reading being held in our next regularly scheduled meeting.
And a second, please.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Councilman DiDomenico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Lankowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sin.
Yes.
President Sharp.
Yes.
First reading ordinance 2022-15 police salaries.
I make a motion for first reading of police salaries 2022-15 be adopted as read on first reading, published according to law, posted in the Borough Hall, with the second reading being held in our next regularly scheduled meeting.
And a second, please.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Councilman DiDomenico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Lankowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sin.
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Consent agenda. The items listed below are considered routine by the Borough of Lindenwold and will be acted upon in one motion. There will be no formal discussions of these items. If discussion is desired, these items will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. Entertain a motion for resolution 2022-197 through 206.
I make a motion for resolution consent items 2022-197 through 206.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman DiDomenico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Lankowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sin.
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Next up, best practice checklist. You're on. Oh, wonderful administrator.
Yes. The honorable.
The 2022 Best Practices Inventory assesses each municipality's compliance with various laws and evaluates implementation of fiscal and operational best practices. Inventory answers provide taxpayers with an additional means of evaluating their municipality's performance, as well as identifies areas where municipalities may require further technical assistance. There are a total of 56 questions, which are distributed among 3 scoring categories. Those categories are as follows: core competencies, 31 questions; best practices, 11 questions; and unscored survey questions, 14. Each municipality must receive a minimum score of 24 on the inventory in order to receive its full final aid payment. Core competencies address statutory and regulatory compliance obligations and other areas critical to sound municipal finance and operations. Best practices involves fiscal and operational practices that are of significant benefit to many municipalities, but not foundational in nature or uniformly applicable to all municipalities. Unscored survey questions. They are meant to gather information and do not count toward a municipality's final score. Although their completion is a required component of the inventory, answers to these questions will help determine where municipalities may require additional assistance and where the Division of Local Government Services and Department of Community Affairs may need to prioritize technical assistance resources. The best practices inventory is due on November 10th, and that is tomorrow. And based on my responses for all of the questions, the Borough of Lindenwold received a score of 29, resulting in no aid being withheld, which means that the town will receive the full final aid payment. And that concludes my report of the 2022 Municipal Best Practices Inventory.
Thank you. Engineers report, you guys are up. Here's some good news.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening. We got soil erosion approval for the municipal parking lot improvements at the end of October. We're in the process of finalizing those plans, so they'll be ready for advertisement. Anticipate spring advertisement for that. We received a letter of acceptance for the traffic signal warrant analysis at White Horse Pike and United States Avenue from DOT. That will move forward with design and evaluation from their office, pending some further coordination with them and the borough. Cooper Avenue construction is continuing, the concrete has been completed, and the roadway construction is starting up this week. That's all I have.
Thank you. Any questions? Okay. This time we're going to council. Councilman DiDomenico.
Thank you, sir. Lindenwold Police Department activity report for the month of October 2022. Total calls of service, 2,064. Traffic accidents, 56. Community policing, 162. Traffic enforcement and stops, 74. Criminal complaints issued by officers, 24. Traffic summonses issued by officers, 27. Criminal complaints issued by citizens, 29. Traffic summonses issued by citizens, 4. The Detective Bureau has 40 active investigations right now. And that was submitted by Michael P. McCarthy, Chief of Police. The fire department's annual Christmas parade will be Friday, December 2nd, 2022. It begins on Tuesday in the road in front of Kings Row Apartments and will end with Santa at the library. That's all I have, sir.
That was the second, what time? 7
o'clock.
Councilwoman Hess.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Lindenwold Public Works monthly report. Tons of trash collected, 724. Tons of recycling, 81. Bulk items collected, 198. Scrap metal picked up, 69. Concrete picked up, 3. Stumps and locks picked up, 3. Property maintenance, 1. No accidents, no injuries. Service calls, 49. Stoppages, 9. Main stoppages, none. Emergency calls, 14. Markouts, 35. Pump station repairs, 8. Trouble areas jetted, 9. Pump stations vectored, 2. For Laurel Springs, we had 1 service call and 1 stoppage. That's all. I just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. That's all I have.
Council President.
All right, and since I wasn't here last month, I have a few things to go over. First, I'd like to congratulate our candidates for their win. Ray and Walter, congratulations. I look forward to working with you guys this upcoming cycle and, you know, moving forward and doing great things for the borough of Lindenwold. A couple of things. First, I'll read the reports and then I'll go over some other things. So, our report for the Code Enforcement Office for October 2022 was 69 COs, 65 smoke inspections, 202 violations found, 102 violations written, 164 abatements. Those are abatements to the violations that keeps it out of the court system. So those are agreements that Wayne is able to make with the homeowner or business that keeps it out of the court system. 2 tickets written, 15 tickets went to court, October 5th, in-person court this time, no COVID court anymore, no extra court fees, 3 plea by mails were made, 294 rental registration inspections, 94 yearly rental registrations, 1 vehicle tagged and removed, 0 closed bins, illegal closed bins found, 1 trailer tagged and removed, 3 sites found working with no permits, 4 businesses found open and not applying for mercantile license, 4 businesses open with no approval, 1 dumpster on the street with no approval, 38 street opening inspections, 45 resident communications. So it's been another busy month in the Code Enforcement Office. And once I get done, I'm going to ask you to do the update on spatial, thank you. Because she's been dealing a lot with the training part of it in the office and stuff like this. I think you're ready to give an update on that part of it. The first thing I'm going to do is thank Cam Care and Edna for sponsoring a very special senior prom. It was held on October the 30th at the Aquarium in Camden. They went around to all the senior buildings, inviting the residents out. It didn't cost them a dime. It was a gala. It was fabulous. My aunt Betty went. They did have to supply their own transportation, but it was really a beautiful event. And I didn't go to my senior prom, so I would love to go to something like that as well. But it was really nice for them to do that for our seniors in our community. Not only this community, it was a bunch of communities. I bet it said it was packed. So I just wanted to go on the record thanking them for thinking of Lindenwold in their efforts to do something really nice. The next thing I would like to do is Friday, November the 11th is Veterans Day. Do we have any veterans in our midst here? No veterans? Stand up, sir. Stand up. Stand up. You are a veteran. Do we have any veteran families? I know I'm a veteran family, so if you're a veteran family, stand up. I'm not going to sit back and say what I have to say. November is Friday, November 11th is Veterans Day. It's the day that we recognize veterans, which they should be recognized every day for their services. It's also Veterans Family Month, because we know that it's not just a veteran that gets deployed, it's their family as well, right? So we want to thank you guys and recognize your service to this country. I also want to remind you, if you don't and you haven't, to take your DD-214 if you were honorably discharged and have it registered at the Camden County Clerk's Office. You can do that either at the office in City Hall, or you can do it at the office in Voorhees Town Center. It's very important, because what happens later, if you become older or ill or your family member, you can access benefits that'll be available to them, but you have to have that DD-214 paperwork. And you know how things get lost, right? So it also gives you burial benefits, we get boosters, all of them, they call all the time looking for people's DD-214. So if you know someone, they serve, please ask them if they registered their DD-214 at the clerk's office. There's no fee for it. They come down, we register it, and we keep it on record forever. We're like a library.
Just make sure they get it right, because they got mine wrong.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. We
I'm
make
still
every,
waiting for it.
well, we give it right back to you. So, well, I will rip yours up when I go to the artist. Okay, oh, the card, you're working on this. So there, and also at the office, at the Camden County Clerk's Office, they also offer a veterans card. It's a discount card. It allows you to use it at different facilities around town. They get discounts and things like that. We also have Gold Star parents and family cards now. So if you know someone who has lost someone, and more. They can come and get a little Star Parent card from our office as well. It's an identification card with your photo, and that's free as well. So, and just a FYI, Veterans Administration for Camden County did move out to Woodcrest, along with the One Stop. The Camden County Social Services is slated to move on Friday to Woodcrest. So, they are planning a satellite office in Camden, but we don't know where it is right now. When I find out, I'll let you know. There will be if anyone goes to social services and they take the train, you get off at Woodcrest, and there will be a shuttle, Camden County shuttle, that will shuttle you back and forth to the social services office, but they are moving. So they left, Veterans left, One Stop's left, the Surrogate's office has left, and also the Camden County Tax Assessor's office is left. So, that happens on the 11th.
Yeah, I just, when I was looking for my DD 214 to register, because I didn't know you had to register.
You got your ring?
I got my ring from 1972.
That's cool.
I forget it where for Veterans Day.
Yeah, it's nice. I've also met someone from Veteran Services. We have Camden County Veteran Services, and then there's also Veteran Services Catholic Charities. So if anyone is interested, they serve Camden and Gloucester, Cumberland and Salem, Atlantic and Cape Bay. So if anybody's interested in that information, I have that as well. I'm going to have a couple things here, so bear with me. Okay, so I serve on the Camden County Sheriff's Foundation. And one of the things that Sheriff Whip wants us to get out to the community is a service that they offer for senior citizens. Well, it's not just for seniors, it's for people with dementia, people who may have challenges with not remembering things or getting lost. So this project is called Project Lifesaver. It may be free to you. Some people have to pay, some people don't. I'm not getting into that part. But what they do is they put on something that looks like a little watch-type device onto the arm of the person. There is a tracker in this. And when you call the sheriff department and you report them lost or you can't find them or whatever, they will start to track them on the tracker, and they will send there's a unit that specially deals in this, and they will go out and look for the person and bring them back. So we're going to try to get this on our website, information for people so they can see it. It is something that, again, we don't do this here. This is offered through the Camden County Sheriff's Department. But I thought it was something vital that everyone can kind of get something. I was going to give you a copy for the chief as well. Okay. And I want to thank everybody. I missed the events. I've been out of the country, but I heard the events were really nice. I wanted to thank all the volunteers and the people that put efforts into everything. I wasn't able to attend, but Odessa, thank you for your efforts. I've been seeing your emails go back and forth. And I think that's it. That's all I have. So thank you.
So really quickly, because I didn't know that Councilwoman Sharp wanted me to do this, but Spatial Data Logics is the new property maintenance system that we will be launching very soon. Our code enforcement and construction staff have been fully trained, and we are also working on the training for our animal licensing, and there's a few other components that we'll be doing training on as well. But the construction piece will go live as of December 1st. So there will be more information to follow, but we wanted to just make sure that all of the data from our old providers has been transferred properly to SDL. So we've been doing some data reviews. But again, December 1st is when we're looking to launch the construction piece of it, and then the other pieces will follow. So again, there will be more information. We'll have some information that will be on the website, giving you instructions as to how to use the system. So
Can you tell them how long we've been trying to implement this like this in the office?
it's been quite some time. We do hope that this new technology will be more user-friendly to the public. You'll be able to access and be able to do some things while you're at home after hours, instead of having to come into the building physically to receive, get paperwork. You can access it on your own. So again, we think that you will enjoy this new process and this new technology. So that's all I have to report right now. But in December, I'll definitely have more information to provide.
Thank you. First, I want to just congratulate Walter and Ray on their victories. Ray, or- That's right. And then with that, Walter, Councilman.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Park and Recs will reconvene in January. That's around the time when all sports organizations will come in for use of the fields and such. So they'll have the first meeting for the year in January. Also, the schools have their fall play. It's Reality Bites back. The first one's November 17th. I think that's a Thursday at 6:30 p.m. November 18th at 6:30 p.m. Saturday at November 19th at 1:30 p.m. and November 19th at 6:30 p.m. And that's in the Lindenwold High School cafeteria. They'll be serving dinner and everything. It's a good time when you come out. Also, when you come to the place, the little snacks and stuff that they sell in little bags, all that money goes to scholarships for the kids. So if you plan to attend, get in touch with school and get your tickets. Also, I'd like to congratulate Ray. I'd like to thank everyone who came out to vote for us. I'd also like to give a shout out to everybody who worked their election. Our clerk Debbie, all the poll workers who worked so long, hard, the people at the Board of Elections. I mean, they protect our democracy, which is so dear to us. A lot of times we take it for granted, and they deserve their good kudos. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Patton.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a Lindenwold Library report. Book TV circulation is 248, computer usage 241, patrons 3,416, library materials 13,934, and new members this month was adults 17, children 5. The library participated in the Lindenwold Fire Department's fire prevention open house on October the 11th. The book sale went very well. Decorating the library for the holidays will be November 19th. Christmas craft, the Take and Make gingerbread house. Children will register and pick up all materials to make at home for their own gingerbread house. Christmas parade and tree lighting will be Friday, December 2nd. We will have Santa set up outside instead of the library. Cookies and hot chocolate will be served. And Project Elf donations will be accepted until December 19th. And the library's new sign has been installed, and I don't have any report for Public Events Committee this month. Thank you.
Councilwoman Simmons.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. For the Health Department, CDC is still ranking Camden County at a medium level, so that's good. Over this past weekend, from November 5th to the 7th, Camden County announced that we have 268 new cases of COVID. Of that, 5 of them are Lindenwold residents, so keep that in your prayers. There's a lot of talk about the RSV, the respiratory virus infection. The CDC is saying that people who have this, they will start having symptoms within 4 to 6 days after the infections. The symptoms are runny noses, decrease in appetite, coughing, sneezing, a fever, and wheezing. These symptoms are going to be in stages, they're not going to appear all at once. Very young infants with RSV, the only symptom they have is irritability, decrease in activity with the difficult breathing, which we've all seen on the news of the kids in the hospital with this virus. The CDC also said that almost every child will have CDC infection by their 2nd birthday. So that's pretty scary when you're seeing the ones that are really, really sick. Also they said, however, infections can occur throughout our lives and that any age can be infected with this virus. It's not just to the kids. For most, the virus will go away within a week or 2. The spread of this infection is coming through cough and sneezing. So again, they're saying, cover your mouth, cough in your elbow, sneeze with a tissue. This will help the droplets from the cough and sneeze not get near your nose, ears, and mouth. If you have contact with somebody with the virus, if a child has it, they're saying don't kiss the child because you can then get the virus and you don't want that. Also, it's the same thing as COVID. They're kind of saying all the same things. Cover your mouth when you sneeze, cough, use a tissue, wash your hands for 20 seconds using water and soap. Avoid close contact with anyone who does have the virus. Don't use the utensils, eating utensils, with others who have it. Wipe down the surfaces, wipe down your doorknobs, your cell phone, anything you're touching. So it's a lot of same stuff they're saying that they said when COVID started about the wiping down, covering your mouth, all the same thing. And congratulations to Walter and Raymond. Looking forward to working with you both. And happy Thanksgiving to all. And that's all I have.
Thank you. And yes, happy Thanksgiving to all, and please be safe out there during this holiday season. Also, I just want to let everybody know that we've heard your complaints about the pines, and they have been out there and have completed most of the inspections of the pines. There is a stack of violations that are going out to the pines owners that is probably at least almost 18 inches thick. So just to let you know that we've heard your cries and we've heard your complaints. We had a meeting, a Skype meeting with the owner of it probably 6 weeks ago. And about a month ago, okay, a month ago, that we let him know that this was coming. So he's going to be either taking care of this stuff very rapidly, or he's going to be going to court, so, and fine. So with that being said, I'd like to open the meeting to the public, for anyone from the public wishing to speak.
And Rich, I can also know that we know that we discussed with him about the office and staff.
Yeah, and we did, yes, we discussed everything with regards to the office, and nobody answered staffing. He said he's having a problem with staffing issues, but we will do it. Anyone from the public wishing to speak, please state your name and address for the record. And don't forget to sign in, please. And please keep it to 5 minutes.
Excuse me? Make your comment. I'm good. Go do what you gotta do. I'm listening. I'll hear you in the next room, I'm sure.
I'm from the side, I don't have that much to say, but this is reference to the mice out there. Yeah, we do have a lot of mice out there. I don't know where they're coming from, but they're there. So, we don't have, only have mice, we got, spiders, ants, grasshoppers, whatever you want to name, we have. Excuse me. Well, for my health condition, I haven't been able to do too much because my health is not good at the time. But I try to do whatever I can do. But I have a lot of doctor comments. And I have sciatic nerves, I have spinal nerves, I have a lot of health problems. But anyway, I guess it's housing inspector McNabb, which I don't appreciate. Robert McNabb.
I don't know who that is.
He took Charles Dennis' place, that's what he told me. He called me last Tuesday. I was getting ready to go to the doctor. And he told me he had taken Charles' place because Charles left. And I had filed a complaint of the mice. And he was taken over. Okay, no problem. I said, well, I'm on my way to the doctor, but I will be home tomorrow. So he said, okay, I'll be out tomorrow at 1 o'clock, which is on a Wednesday. And he came out, and like I said, my place is not as far like it should be because I'm able to do what I need to do, I should do. But it's livable. So he walked in, he saw my living room had a lot of stuff in it. Oh, I can't do what I'm supposed to do with all this stuff in here. He was very rude, very nasty. And I don't want him in my apartment anymore. I don't care who he is. You don't come and disrespect me that way. When I try to tell you I'm sick, I can only do so much. But you don't care about human life. Only thing you care about, you and the dog, okay? Sometimes when we get a promotion, we don't know how to act, treat ourselves, exercise our power. You ain't gonna do that to me. I'm sorry. I try to live the way God commanded me to do. Because you're not gonna mistreat me. And if I do wrong, I stand to be corrected. But he came in, get this mess out of here.
wait a minute, you talking to me? I tried to explain to him about my health. He didn't want to hear it. Well, I'll be back. In a week, here go my card. Give me a call, let me know. Have you cleaned this mess up? I said, well, I can't do it so much. I got a slip and a fall, I got a cracked tail, I got sciatic nerve. I have a lot of health issues. But he didn't care. I don't want him in my apartment anymore. I was so upset I had to call on Lakeland. They could let me know. And I talked to whoever it was, okay, so that's what he did. So she thought, well, Miss Porter, just do what he asked you to do. I said, I will if I can. Well, anyway, make a long story short. He called me today at 3:15. I'm in there trying to clean, trying to get some of those mice doctors up. Because it is all over the place. Not only my apartment, it's all over Lindenwold, all over the complex. Okay, I'm in there trying to clean my kitchen and whatnot. I said, well, I gotta go to the meeting. He called by 3:15. I didn't answer, so he called him there. I answered, he said, Miss Porter, did you do what I asked you to do, I told you to do? I said, I had Home and Gardens out yesterday. They came in to try to help me clean some of this stuff up. Now I had to pay the people $400, okay, behind his dumbness, and I don't want him back in my apartment again, because if he does, he's doing nothing but harassing me, and I will call in the morning police. Don't put your foot in my door again, because you have no respect for me. You have no respect for my health. You have no respect for me as a black senior citizen. I don't have too much more to say. But I just want you to know about this guy, McNabb. I guess he's trying to make a name for himself, but you're not going to make it off me. I'm sorry. He said I took charge and I don't give a darn whose place you took. You're not going to disrespect me that way. So I just came here to tell y'all that I almost didn't make it. Because I didn't go to bed. Home advisor was in my house yesterday from 1 o'clock until 6. I stayed up until 6 o'clock this morning trying to clean that mess up from those mice. Okay? I had to take my dog food up because however they coming in there, they taking up her dog food, eating it, going all through the apartment with it. And I'm tired of it. The bank needs to be cleaned by the railroad track. That man will not do it because he's a slumlord. He does not care. It's a mess back there. It's a jungle back there. It's everything back there. But that Robert McNabb, we put foot in my door again. I'm calling Lindenwold police. He's harassing me.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Porter.
You're
Anyone else in
welcome.
the public wishing to speak? Please come to the microphone, state your name and address, and don't forget to speak.
All right, good evening.
How are you?
Roxanne Berger, 811 Borough Avenue. I had stepped out, so I had a question regarding resolution. I know you already passed it, but still like some information on 2022-200, authorizing disposal of surplus property. Just wanted to know exactly what that meant.
It's, I'll tell you. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Anyone else in the public? Seeing none?
Oh, is that from last week? Oh, okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll try to be quick.
Name and address, please.
Mason Bowling, thanks. You guys know me. Trevor Shaw, 805 Norcross.
It's your record.
First, I want to thank you guys for any role you have played in the recent road reconstruction work. You Lindentown, Cooper Avenue, both of them are looking great. We're also excited about, is it Amon or Amon?
Amen.
Okay, that and Bilber. Happy to see them on the agenda. Also want to thank you guys for your work to create a use app that will finally return the community center to the community. I'll reserve questions on that until, I guess you provide the content of the ordinance. You're doing by title only tonight, so it tells me you're making some revisions. Either way, thank you for the work thus far, especially you counselors. I imagine a lot of that is falling on you. I also want to thank the Public Events Committee for 2 great events, especially Neighbor Fest was particularly successful, especially being its first year put together. So thank you, Councilwoman Patton, for that. I also want to give a shout out there to the Lindenwold Police Department and Public Works Departments for being so supportive of both events. And next, I want to congratulate the winners, Ray and Walter. Congratulations. And thank you for your willingness to serve. And last would be the question about the community center. Once it is approved, which I'm assuming will be with the second reading next month, because it's been closed for more than 8 years, a lot of residents don't know that it exists. Are you guys planning on scheduling some sort of grand opening celebration or inviting the community out to let them see the new full community center? Thank you.
All right, anyone else in the public wishing to speak? Seeing none, close the meeting to the public and I'm sorry, back to council. Anybody wishing? Is the surplus, did you figure it out? Did he give you the information?
Yeah.
It's just, they do it through Gov Connect and stuff, and they sell off these equipment that's not really worth much of anything to the borough.
And then that money is
maintained,
paid.
and it doesn't keep.
These are old vehicles.
Old vehicles.
Well,
It's at auction.
on the senior citizen building, which is what it was previously known as, we can certainly do something on the website or channel 192. I don't think it's a need for like a grand opening kind of a thing. I mean, you can make it aware that it is there and open to the public now. Previously, it was used for our senior citizens, but it has dwindled down. Our senior citizens don't come out the way that they used to. So, yeah, like 4 or 5 of them, right? And they go to play cards and
The other senior citizens are bigger.
yeah, and they go along with the other senior citizens places and things. So we can certainly do something on our media to let people know that it is available if they wish to use it.
Anybody else?
Forfeit.
Okay, seeing none, entertain a motion for adjournment, please.
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carried.